What's up, guys? I'm Jay, and today I want you to see my face because I want you to know how excited I am for this thing. This is the Nerf Retaliator. It is, from the body, an exact replica of the Recon. However, the internals are very different, and the performance is very different. So I have already modified mine. I've taken out the air restrictor, but I have a friend from Nerf Club. He wanted me to take out his air restrictor, so I'm going to show you how to do that now, and then I will show you how I have set up mine. I'm also really excited because at the end of this month, they're going to be sending out a mod kit from orangemodworks.com that has a stronger spring, reinforcement plate, metal trigger catch, and a metal trigger. So I'm going to put a link in the description where you can pre-order that kit from. I've already pre-ordered mine, and I am super excited for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart and show you how it looks on the inside. Alright guys, so I've unscrewed it, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I've dropped something. I will retrieve that later. So I'm going to point out right away that there are a few differences immediately that you can see. And you got to make sure not to lose any of these parts because it's not my gun. Alright, so you see inside here, it looks completely different from the Recon. There's a white plastic, which is actually a lot stronger. And so I'm going to remove the trigger catch real quick. I'm going to take this spring out. Now this is a nice little spring. I feel like once I get my mod kit, I'm going to take the spring out and see if it'll go in maybe my Maverick, or I'll put it in my Night Finder as well. But if we remove this, this is the plunger system right now. You can see that it's a direct plunger, which I believe is a much better, much more effective, much more powerful system than the reverse plunger. But if you were to get an OrangeWorks mod kit for the reverse plunger for any gun, it'll make it a lot stronger. So, one thing I will say, the thing that I noticed right off the bat, is that the air restrictor is right there. Look at how close that is. It's so much easier to remove than the Recon. The Recon took me half an hour. This took me maybe 5 minutes. So what you want to do is there are 4 plastic nubs that stick out in the back there that holds the spring. You want to go at that with a flathead like this, and you just want to pop that right off. And there, this is a stronger plastic, but except inside, it's a pretty weak plastic inside. So when you pop those off, that'll get the spring out, and then you can start bashing at it from the other side. It's stronger plastic, but I still advise you to be careful because you can scrape this stuff up in here and break it and damage the gun, and you don't want to do that, especially if it's not your gun. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it, and I'll show you what it looks like with the air restrictor gone. Now another thing I will say real quick is that there are 3 little supports that hold up the little stick in the middle, and you want to get rid of those as well. And what I use for that is the flathead, and that works really well. You just go in there, you find the support, and you push it in. And I've removed the spring. Comes out fairly easy, actually. It's a much easier design to tamper with, which is good for me because I'm impatient. And if it's having trouble coming out, what I do is I will take my handy dandy Leatherman with the knife, and I will carefully, so as not to scrape up the inside of the barrel, or to avoid as much of that as possible, just want to press in there. You be careful, you don't want to warp the barrel or anything. You just press in there so it just breaks right through. If you do that enough, And just break the contents right in half. Everything will shake out pretty easily. And you'll have yourself a removed air restrictor. Okay, so the air restrictor has been removed, and I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back together and show you how it fires. So I have the finished Retaliator here, and as you can see, it is completely you can see all the way through it. There's no more air restrictor. You can see all the way back to the plunger, and that is what you want. That is the desired result. You could go at it with a knife a little bit to clean it up in there. You really don't want too many jagged edges or anything. So I'm going to go ahead, prime it, and there's a little bit of a catch on the back prime, but for the most part, it's actually a very smooth priming mechanism, especially forward. I love it. It's very smooth forward, and I greased it up in here a little bit, and it runs very smooth. The trigger pull's really nice. The action's really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it. And that's really fast. So, fire it again. Can barely see it. It's just like a blur. So, what I'm really excited about is one more dart in there. What I'm really excited about is my Retaliator. And the reason for that is because not only am I getting the mod kit, but I've done a little part swapping for it. So, in my Retaliator, or on my Retaliator, I have a Raider stock and a long strike barrel. And with the 12 dart system, it looks like an FAL. It looks like an assault rifle, which is really, really cool. So my plan is, see that? That looks awesome. I'm thinking that what I'm going to do at some point is get some paint and paint this kind of gray, matte black, and neon green color scheme. And keep the orange in there, otherwise it'll be like misconstrued as a real gun, which is really bad. That's the one thing. If you're thinking about painting your Nerf guns, don't ever paint the orange barrel. That's orange for a reason. It's to a certain code that all toy guns are made to. So I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait to get my hands on the mod kit. I will do another video about that, and I'm really looking forward to the increased performance of it. It's gonna be awesome. But right now, the accuracy of this with the barrel on it, the power of it, just with the stock spring and the air restrictor removed, is really quite amazing. So this, if I didn't have an Alpha Trooper, this would be my primary. I still love my Alpha Trooper the best. I'm partial to it. It's my favorite gun. So, but this is a close second. It's like the Desert Eagle of Nerf. It's really very cool. So, thank you for watching. Mod at your own risk. Modding can potentially damage your blaster. The life of it can be shortened, so mod at your own risk. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate. Just put them in the comment section below, and have fun nerfing.